Kazakh officials presented Kazakhstan's investment potential in Poland. The leaders of 40 large foreign companies showed interest to Kazakhstan's business environment. At the meeting, Kazakh embassy officers presented business opportunities, support measures, and the priority cooperation sectors.
Есть возможность создания совместных производств и совместных инвестиций.
There is an opportunity for us to establish joint enterprises and joint investments, which is confirmed by Polish investors. I think that we will plan to reach at least 5 to 6 agreements. On May 15th, Astana will host the International Investment Forum, which will be chaired by Prime Minister of Kazakhstan, where we will sign specific agreements.
Наш уважаемый премьер-министр, и мы там подпишем конкретные договоренности.
Polish entrepreneurs are interested with beneficial business opportunities as well as multiple preferences, including simplified visa entries and tax remissions. Polish businessmen believe that Kazakhstan is the country with the leading economy in the Central Asian region.
Spodobało się otwartość Kazachstanu na inwestycje i na rozwój, ponieważ to jest...
I appreciate Kazakhstan's openness for investments and development. I enjoyed the presentations and learned about the legal options and business protection. Poland is known for its agriculture, chemical industry, and pharmaceuticals, which are the sectors where we can cooperate closely. I want to mention that many of my colleagues are seriously considering investing in Kazakhstan.
Біздің компаниямыз Түркістан облысында орналасқан сүтті тауарлы ферма. Бүгінгі күнде 1200 басымыз бар. Сиырымыз,
Our commercial dairy farm is located in Turkestan region. Currently, there are 1,200 cattle in the farm. We imported cows from Canada and Europe. The cows produce 20 tons of milk per day. We are planning to increase the yield at our farm to 60 tons per day next year. Therefore, we want to build a milk processing plant for milk processing and production. My main goal is to find a partner for a joint business.
Менің де өзімнің келу себебім бір партнер тауып, бірге осы жұмысты атқару.
Kazakh officials also presented about the Astana International Financial Center in Warsaw. Members of the Kazakh delegation provided details on the center's operations. Polish business people believe that the AIFC is a promising project and offered a number of proposals.
Здесь есть конкретные предложения с польской стороны по участию на
Polish businessmen provided specific proposals for their participation in the investment forum to be held as part of the Astana Economic Forum. There is a large Polish company which produces technological solutions for e-money and blockchain. It is a know-how which I believe will be interesting for the Kazakh technology sector. Our main goal is to attract investments to Kazakhstan and support Kazakhstan's exports. Polish companies are interested in importing flags from Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan has been actively cooperating with Poland in logistics and pharmaceuticals. There is a mutual interest in engineering, agriculture, and production of building materials. The parties identified projects to be implemented in these fields. Businessmen from Warsaw and Krakow will pay business trips to the regions of Kazakhstan. Kazakh government is extending the Nurly Zhol state program until 2025. The program generated larger revenue to the government budget and brought improvement of the infrastructure, increasing in the capacity of highways, railroads, and logistic facilities in Kazakhstan. Last year, the amount of transport services has increased by 4.6%, while labor productivity went up by 3.4%. The program boosted Kazakhstan's transport potential. Last year, Kazakhstan earned $1.5 billion from the transit operations. Construction of roads as part of the Nurly Zhol program is ongoing. We launched the construction of roads from Karaganda to Almaty and from Aktobe to the Russian border. We are planning to commission 654 kilometers of renovated road links by the end of the year. We are set to repair 1,600 kilometers of road in the Republic. The government allocated 437.2 billion tenge for the implementation of the Nurly Zhol program in 2018, and the allocation for 2019 totaled 520 billion tenge. As of March 1st, 17.2 billion tenge were implemented as part of the program. As part of the implementation of President Nazarbayev's instructions announced at the Nurultan Party's Congress, the funding of the program will increase by 200 billion tenge annually. The growth will remain in the upcoming years. These activities will ensure the repair works on 35,000 kilometers of highways and renovate 95% of local roads by 2025. The government is planning to commission 5,000 kilometers of road annually. A total of 4,400 kilometers of roads will be constructed in Kazakhstan this year. Nowruz checkpoint generated more than 6 billion tenge for Kazakhstan's budget in half a year due to the collection of customs duties of imported goods. The checkpoint is capable of serving about 2,000 trucks and up to 15,000 people per day. Experts of the World Customs Organization monitor the movement of goods at the checkpoint.
So this shows the huge potential of the future of Kazakh economy. And inside the customs, I could clearly observe that customs has developed very good coordination with other control agencies, such as sanitary and transport. So this kind of coordinated border management ensures that, rather than going through very complicated process, very smoothly that all the clearance is done, and that is a very important feature, how customs can contribute to the economic development through the facilitation of trade.
The Nurly checkpoint is part of the International Transit Corridor Western Europe-Western China and is equipped with the latest technological solutions. More than 13,000 transit declarations were filed in the checkpoint in half a year. The cargo's transshipment totaled more than 214,000 tons.
It is well established that the trade is the engine of any economic development. And especially Kazakhstan is in a very strategic location to connect East and West, Asia and Europe and beyond. Therefore, not only for Kazakh economy, but also for the global trade, it is a very important point to ensure that smooth movement of goods and thus contributing to the global supply chain.
Chinese officials honored a well-known Kyrgyz epic poem, which is Central Asian cultural asset. Local authorities built a monument of a hero based on the Manas epic poem and his 40 supporters in the city Uluchat of Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. The monument was created by Chinese and Kyrgyz specialists, and the project funding was fully provided from the Chinese government. The monument became one of the largest in the region, as almost $750,000 was spent on its development. We built a monument for Manas and his 40 supporters in the Kyrgyz settlement. His 40 supporters always followed him. This is why they were included in the monument. The monument's foundation is designed as large books with the names of Manas's 40 supporters. According to District Governor Siarbek Kalen Ulu, ethnic Kyrgyz living in China, are planning to write a book about Manas and his 40 warriors based on the stories of the famous storyteller Jussu Mamai.
Manas başında durat. Manas Kırgızların batırdığı eposu.
Manas is a great heritage of the Kyrgyz people and a heroic epic. The glory of Manas is known for centuries. Tourists and local people can learn about the poem here. We want more people to learn about this epic poem and this hero. The epic Manas is inscribed in the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity list. The poem was also included in the Guinness World Records book as the longest epic poem in the world. Nowruz, also known as Nowruz and Nurly, is the day of the vernal equinox, widely celebrated throughout Central Asia, which marks the beginning of spring. The holiday signified the start of the new year and the awakening of the nature. Tajikistan is holding large-scale preparations to celebrate Nowruz. Ahead of the holiday, renovations as well as urban and rural improvements are underway in all regions of Tajikistan.
Nowruz
is the celebration of unity among all nations, which is why this holiday bears the international status. For us, this is also a vernal equinox day as the nature starts reviving and blooming. Nowruz is an ancient holiday originated among our ancestors long ago. Nowruz is one of the favorite holidays of the Tajik people. I am glad that the spring holiday gained international recognition and was listed in the UNESCO Heritage List. According to ancient sources, Nowruz is over 5,000 years old. Many authentic traditions of the spring holiday are being revived to become part of the cultural heritage of the international community. More than 300 million people celebrate Nowruz from the Middle East to the Balkans and from Central Asia to the Caucasus. Amal holiday, which is traditionally celebrated in Mangistau region on March 14th, will be granted an international status. This year, Amal will be celebrated extensively with performances by artists from Mangistau region as well as neighboring countries such as Russia, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan and Turkey. Internationally known scientists were also invited for the celebration. The festivities will be held in Aktau, Ashukur village and the Otpan mountain area. The celebration visitors will witness a large-scale performance which will recreate the nomadic move. Amal is the celebration of spring arrival, which is marked in western Kazakhstan.
Otpanның басында 40-ға жақын үй, киіз үй тігіледі біздің дәстүрлі, біздің ағаш үйіміздер де бар, оның үстінде келген сол жерде қонақтарды қабылдайды.
We placed 40 yurts on the top of the mountain. Visitors will learn about the felt dwelling of the nomads. In addition, a Republican crafts fair will be held on the top of the mountain. Traditional performers and folk singers will demonstrate their skills. The celebration participants will be involved in the festivities and will watch traditional competitions.
Өздеріңіз көз қарақты көрермендеріміздің барлығын біледі. Ноғай елінен келетін Арсланбек бауырымыз.
Это народный праздник, и это, мы думаем, в обязательном порядке должны увидеть.
Amal is a folk holiday. Our foreign guests should definitely witness the celebrations of the true Kazakh traditions and customs. This event will also serve as an open-air museum for ethnographers, historians, and archaeologists. I believe that the festive events are particularly interesting for the visitors from the West.
Я думаю, особенно, которые приезжают с Запада, то есть Европы.
Kazakh and Russian Turkologists, historians and philologists shared their views on Kazakh President Nazarbayev's article, The Seven Facets of the Great Steppe. The experts said that the publication is extremely important for the preservation of the Eurasian cultural heritage. Kazakh historians claim that a significant work has been performed under the Cultural Heritage Program. The Archive 2025 project will continue the global study of the Kazakh history. Deputy President of the Oriental Scholars Society of the Russian Academy of Sciences, Dmitry Vasilyev, proposed to establish a joint training and science laboratory of historical memory and cultural interaction.
Я хотел рассказать, что может значить такая статья и вот такой проект, который предлагается президентом Республики Kazakhstan.
I wanted to outline how the Russian Turkologists see the article and the great project proposed by Kazakh President Nursultan Nazarbayev. I want to mention that the tangible and intangible heritage is equally important for all nations. The article was announced in due time, and I would even say that it was a much anticipated initiative because currently there is a danger of losing the historical memory and the heritage collected over the centuries, which should be preserved.
Вот той исторической памяти, того наследия, которое сложилось за века и которое нужно очень беречь.
У нас где-то порядка
6000 документов с разных стран уже собрано.
Our researchers have collected about 46,000 documents from various countries as part of the Cultural Heritage Program. We are now putting them together into a single database to identify what we have, what we need, including recommendation from scientists on what documents we should find. Another task is to introduce these documents into the scientific use. This program is designed for 7 years, which is a long term. We receive a huge support from the government.
Эта программа рассчитана на 7 лет, то есть это огромный период работы и огромная поддержка государства.
Young Kazakh musicians are set to give a series of concerts in France. The first performance took place at Le Trianon Theatre in Paris. The French public was treated to the performances by Astana Opera's soprano opera singer Aizada Koponova, Kazakh pianist and composer Rahat B. Abdissagin, and baritone opera singer Azad Malik. The famous Kazakh violinist Ayman Musakhadjayeva performed at the concert, accompanied by the student orchestra of Kazakhstan's National University of Arts.
Our
youth is so talented and diverse and are always ready to perform on the stage. This year, announced as the Youth Year by the President, provides such opportunities for the young people. We opened the Youth Year with the concerts in Paris, Cannes and Nice. Afterwards, we will tour in the United States, Italy, Germany and Austria. Events of this scale greatly encourage and inspire us, the young people, to grow, evolve and move forward. I think that performing on stage is a great happiness and joy for every musician.
Мне кажется, для каждого музыканта выступать на сцене – это большое счастье.
The concert agenda was arranged in a way to demonstrate the talents of the young musicians and included works by Saint-Saëns, Tchaikovsky, Rossini and Offenbach. However, the Dombra players were met with a round of applause.
Первое, что рвется из души, это браво вашему президенту Назарбаеву и всей команде.
First, I want to express my sincere bravo to Kazakh President Nursultan Nazarbayev and his team for understanding the importance of supporting and funding the art and culture, because art should always belong to the people. There is no doubt or exaggeration that there is no other country promoting its art, culture and especially youth the way Kazakhstan is doing it.
Это вот, вы знаете, никто этого не делает без преувеличения.
The Gala concert in Paris ended with lasting ovations. The public enjoyed the performance by the Kazakh musicians. Legendary Kazakh film director Shakyen Aymanov's masterpiece, Angel in a Skullcap, was staged in Astana. The performance was dedicated to the 100th birth anniversary of the honored artist of the Kazakh Soviet Socialist Republic, Amina Umurzakova. In the film, the actress played the mother of the main character, Taylak, a shy geography teacher, trying to get her son married. The film built Amina Umurzakova's image of a mother, which she numerous times portrayed in theater performances and films.
Я вот пересмотрел несколько раз этот фильм. Он добродушный,
I have rewatched this film several times. Taylak is a good-natured and open-minded person who doesn't want to offend anyone, which is very close to my nature. It was very difficult for me to recreate the classic work, and I hope that I was at least close to the original performance.
Надеюсь, что как-то близко подошел к этой роли.
Bizim бұл қойылымыз, бұл спектакль емес, бұл кино емес, фильм-концерт.
Our production is not a performance and not a film. It is a concert based on the film. We performed live all songs from The Angel in a Skullcap. It is not easy to perform the masterpiece on the stages, as our actions should coincide with the film playing on the background.
Үйлесімділігі, сол жағынан кішкене көп жұмыс жасалды.
Angel Angel in a Skullcap was released in 1968. The star-studded cast included Amina Umurzakova, Biken Rimova, Bibigul Tulegenova, Yermek Serkebayev, Ali Ismailov, and Yuri Sarantsev. However, the actor playing the main character, Taylak Alimgazi Raimbekov, was not a professional actor. Prior to the debut, he was a mechanic engineer in a regional collective farm. After the success of the film, many villagers, including Taylak, decided to move to cities.